Hello everybody, DarkPhoenix Ninja 92 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Tyranny. As I check my graphics settings to make sure things haven't gone out of whack or something, because you never know. Last time we left off, we had beaten a bunch of the enemies in this area, but then I walked into a room and died without saving, so we're right back at the beginning again. And have to kill our way through them. Fortunately, we have a trap sitting right there, and I say fortunately because it means we can lure our enemies into going through the trap and thereby taking damage. My favorite strategy in the universe at the moment.
Found something.
Come on, the lot of you, get back here. That's a wisp. That's a couple of wisps injured. Tiberius, 100 fists. Barrack, striking iron. Lantry can do a quill flurry, whilst Ebb can hit him with a phantom bolt.
On it.
Now, thrust attack. You can just attack. We'll hit both of them with our magic whatchamacallit attack. Attack from Ebb, the long-range lightning strike your ass to hell attack, as I like to call it. And now an arcane missile. Go on. Barrack, we have a wall for you to break, so please do. Fix up everyone's weapons, Lantry. And it's time for this. More magic missile. And some killing this idiot. Now, Ebb, go with Tyranny's call, slamming our enemy into the ground. And doing damage with the clever application of gravity never hurts.
I will aid you.
So that's what we'll do next. Barrack, would you care to Iron Storm? Hit him with swords and the like. So, Mother's Embrace, though how you can drown a ghost, I have no idea. Barrack, would you care to have a healing potion? Thank you. They're dead, but Barrack is out of potions now. I'll have to shift around my supply of healing potions to make sure we don't have to deal with that sort of thing in future. I see 4 enemies over here. We'll fight them, but I'm going to save first.
I am a shield.
Found something.
And we're also... that's a lot of them. I'm going to back up. Great. I may have bitten off more than I can chew. We'll try to take them out, but who knows, really?
Will do.
That's how it's done.
Ebb, get up here. Lightning blast on their asses. Now back up. Tactical retreat. Do one of those. Tiberius. You could do with some healing. In the future. Looks like. Entry, please run.
That one rammed me.
And now you can do that. Beric, break his wall. I'd like to say, Tiberius. Run. I guess.
How could I miss?
Yeah. Bit off more than he could chew, I think.
We should try that again.
Take me if you can.
Jolt.
A new day.
Alright, arcane missile. Beric, please kill that one. Or better yet, kill one of the ones that are attacking you. Lantry is having problems, and I think that we are probably going to die and have to start this over. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna try and kill these idiots, of course. But I don't feel like I'll be all that successful. Drink a potion. There goes one of them. And Lantry. Those attacks, please. Tyranny's call. Nice. We're actually doing reasonably well against these guys. Well, as reasonably well as you can be doing with just Ebb and Beric left. You know, baby steps. Go for it.
Come and face my iron.
Break his wall.
No other way. It's a hit.
Anyone else want some of this?
So go for that. Oh yeah, we need to slam his ass into the ground again.
Going down.
And the moment Beric dies, we win that fight. Of course. Of freaking course. And now everybody except for Ebb is wounded. Does not surprise me, honestly, because I'm not the best commander in here, so I tend to get my people wounded in battle rather a lot. But now we'll finish off this last wisp. Should be a little more than a formality, considering there's one of him and 4 of us, and we are awesome. Then again, saying that may come back to bite me in the ass. As soon as this guy turns out to be an absolutely genius fighter,
Not a problem.
and awesome in every regard. Hopefully not, but you never know. And they didn't. As we're awesome. Tidecaster's Opal. Only Ebb can equip this. let's have a look at this Tidecaster's opal we picked up. Is Tiberius the one holding on to it? Despite the fact I picked it up with Ebb? That would be strange. Let's see here. Old water, canned leaf, seeker. There we are. Hydromancy. Plus 15 tide casting. Quick finger bangles. Plus 1 quickness, never make a sound. Ebb, I have something for you. I have a feeling she'll like this gift that she's gotten from us now. And I'm going to put the quickness thing on Tiberius, because that's the sort of thing he tends to do. Quickness related crap.
Heads up, we have.
And there comes more enemies. Cannot save while in combat. Right, I forgot. I play so much Skyrim these days that, and other sort of Elder Scrolls Bethesda games, that I forget not all games let you save while you're in combat. A pity, it's a mechanic I rather like. If I'm gonna fuck up my game because I save while in combat, let me make that choice.
Honest.
How I tend to look at it.
Nuh-uh.
Okay, you do that. But how about a little bit of blasting them the hell away from you? And one of them. I think this ought to do you rather nicely. Gets attacked while disengaging from combat. God damn you. Tiberius, please thrust
I'm on it.
over there. Derek, I think Ebb needs a hand. She's getting her ass handed to her by this scourge, and generally you don't want mages on the front lines. So help her get off the front lines, would you?
Let's have it then.
Much appreciated.
Not a problem.
Fuck you. I was just getting to enjoy the fact that they were almost dead, and then they go and become less almost dead on me. Old one. Ocean. Alright, you go and do that. I think we need you doing that.
As you command.
You can attack the enemy that's more important to get down.
It was probably more force than was necessary.
Nothing to see.
Okay. Striking iron. Ebb is almost dead. Let's keep it at almost dead rather than actually dead if we can manage that. Apparently we can't manage that. God damn it. Now Ebb injured as well.
At once.
Could have done without that, quite honestly. But what we could have done without, and what we get, it tends to not be the same thing most of the time. As annoying as that is. So just kill him so we can get Ebb back on her feet. And please do it quickly.
I got it.
There we go. That's them very, very dead. And thank you for that, Ebb. Sorry for putting you in that whole thing. There's the door opening. And now I'm gonna save the game. Because after that fight, I'd rather not have to repeat the couple of things I've done during this session already. Just because I screwed something up and
Found
died.
something.
Well, first we'll examine this. These 3 jars appear to have been meticulously placed on this altar. Inscriptions on them resemble the torch key sigils. Ember torch key. I'll be having that. And some potions. Be having that as well. And this little bit of loot I'll take. See ya. That didn't do anything. What did that? So we can't do anything to that with the other torch keys. Unfortunate, but what you gonna do? Accept it and move on is the answer I was
I
looking
would
for.
give 8 of my fingers to speak to someone alive when the old walls were built.
I'm more interested in getting through the old walls alive and not having the Overlord demand my head for breaking one of his decrees to fulfill another of them, if it's all the same to you. Andrew's voice of age is required to learn that. Bloody, bloody,
Have a
blah.
look here.
Disarm the trap and let's move on. Same again. And this room, I do believe, is where I died last time. Because it flooded with enemies, and I was not ready for them. So now we are going to save the game. And probably go in there and fight those guys.
Another demonstration of our power
Or
seems in
fall
order.
back and make them come to us, rather. pause the game, and I will start issuing orders. I much prefer having the enemy come to me as it happens.
By your command.
Smash to pieces!
It makes my life a little easier that way. So now do one of those and Taratus's call. We go after the weak ones first. For the most part. As I see it, it's better to kill the people that are weaker and in a vulnerable position than go after the quote-unquote stronger ones.
By your command.
Especially in this case, when I don't really have to worry about giving particular orders or using my attacks. Because everyone's more or less good enough to do that themselves. Against a small band of enemies like this, that are not all that competent. And down they go. I'm going to play around with this in a moment, seeing as that's where I died in the last recording session. I want to just mess around and explore a little more in the area before I start pressing those buttons again, because as happened last time, it will spew enemies, and we will have to kill those enemies. Don't know what there leads off to. Old Walls West. So directly over to the part we already explored, I guess? Is what it sounds like. So we've already looked around the west. So that's why we're in the east. And therefore there's no need to be over there. And I can ignore that bit. Lantry doesn't have the ability. He needs to learn that. At least I think there's no need to go over there. Could be wrong. Now we need to find that last stone for doing the thingamawhatsit, of course. Once again, I am going to save my game, but first I'm going to use camping supplies to rest and recover from our wounds. So everyone is well rested for the fight we are about to incur.
Another battle. I'm starting to think.
Wait, guys, we want them to come to us as much as possible, and we only want to engage a few of them at a time. I don't think that strategy is going to work out for me, but I have to at least give it a shot.
Graven Ash protects.
Whatever you need.
Except if you're not a northerner or a member of the Disfavored, and then he says fuck you. By the way, those are my thoughts, not Tiberius's. Seeing as Tiberius actually likes Graven Ash. Despite him essentially being a bit of an elitist prick, as far as I can tell. The Disfavored, because the Disfavored are kind of like the nobility from 40K. They're assholes, unless you have more power than them, in which case they will suck up to you. Ooh, but try not to appear to be sucking up to you.
By your command.
So yes, the Disfavored are... Well, the best way to describe my opinion of them is they're the kind of individuals that I, as a person, would despise. Just because they're elitist. They're elitists who believe that because of their family history and bloodline and stuff, they're superior to everyone. And they are kind of dicks to the civilian population in a lot of regards, even if they are better than the Scarlet Chorus. That's most of the time. But yeah, I do not like the Disfavored, even though they are the quote-unquote nicest faction. They're still douchebags, and I think they know it. I also think they don't care. But let's be clear about this. This is my opinion, not Tiberius' opinion. Because for whatever reason, Tiberius likes the Disfavored. That's just the way his character turned out, actually. No intentional design of my own. He's a fan of the Disfavored, partly due to him being a noble, I think. And the fact that he kind of holds himself as superior to the common folk. Just because most nobles kind of tend to do that. Unless they're just a noble because of profit and business reasons. Or like that French noble whose name I can't remember, that voted to end feudalism during the French Revolution. Unless they're like one of those guys.
Blue and orange stand in opposition.
Nobles tend to kind of be assholes. And I think we know what the last one is. Oh, I don't even know what that... Ah, it opens that. Not sure what's in here.
Spotted something.
Other than a trap that I will now disarm.
Have a look here.
I am out of practice, but I'll try.
We have an item that needs to be investigated by a blacksmith at a Spire Forge upgrade. I don't even know what a Spire Forge upgrade is. Something to do with these spires that I know almost nothing about, no doubt. Grave bow and a bright keystone.
To battle.
And there are two enemies. Let's decide to attack the stronger one first, I think. At least to as much of a degree as it's possible to attack the strongest one, since they're probably going to bum rush me.
I'll take care of it. See that? I'm not entirely useless.
Not a problem.
Oh, go there. Tiberius. I think you will target him. You'll keep targeting him.
As you wish.
You will do this. Taratus' call. And put some water around his head. I think he needs to be drowning. Air is overrated after all, especially when you're our enemy. Then air is even more so overrated, because we don't want you to keep breathing, because breathing means you can swing a sword at me. And we don't like that. There it goes.
Right.
We have the last item we need to be able to go towards the next objective. Central. One of these goes to the central walls, one to the west. I'm going to drop another save here. Just to be on the safe side. I don't think we'll see anything, and I'm gonna head into the west old walls through here. On the off chance that there's something that I can get to from this way that I couldn't get to from the direction I took into it from the central area. I'd just like to explore as much as possible, is what I'm saying. And the loading screens in this game are quite lovely, I have to say.
Do you see any sigils or switches? I'd wager one's nearby that'll get us across.
This game is one of the rare exceptions to my general belief that loading screens are the spawn of Satan. And no, I'm not joking. I do hate loading screens that much. And I don't appear to have anything around here that we can get to from here that we couldn't from the other way. Investigate the spires. Charcoal rubbing. I don't know where any of those other ones are. We certainly haven't found any more so far. So we'll just ignore that for the time being and head back into the central area.